struggling to improve your English fluency? Do you want to speak English fluently or confidently? Hello, this is Neha and I'm here to help. In this video, I'm just going to talk about my one of the favorite technique that you can be fluent in English if you are just going to follow this particular technique. Although I'm just going to be share two techniques, one is my favorite and the another one is like simple. Okay, that is not my favorite, but it is essential if you are at the beginner level, that you have to move with the second one. But if you are in the intermediate level, then you can go ahead with the first one with my favorite technique. Okay, so my favorite technique is shadowing. What does it mean, shadowing? How you can practice it? What are the benefits if you are just going to follow that one? And how you are just going to become fluent? Let me tell you. So shadowing simply mean when you are just going to listen to any speaker, you are just going to listen to someone. It could be like online, it could be like if you are in a seminar. I know you cannot do that if you are in a seminar, but when it comes to online, like the YouTube and on other like the social media platforms, if you are just going to listen to someone and if there is a someone who's your favorite, and you can go ahead with that one. So you have to understand, if there is a person you are just going to listen to, first of all you have to select someone. Okay, that I'm just going to practice shadowing with this particular speaker because it is my favorite, because he or she is my favorite, or something like that. So you can go ahead with that one. But you have to understand, if someone is speaking, then it is like a necessary thing. You must understand the pronunciation, how they are speaking. If you are not going to understand and you are like what they are speaking, what they are talking about, okay, if you are not understanding what they are talking about, but if you understand how they are pronouncing things, how they are just going to pronounce some particular words or the vocabulary, then you have to pay attention on that one. Because when it comes to shadowing, it is like a crucial technique. It is my favorite and I used to practice that one in my essential phase. At that particular time I wasn't able to speak even a single word, and it was like it's so difficult for me. I used to think, please God help me, and I used to like imagine if I'm just going to speak in English, how my life is just going to change. I used to like imagine again and again over. But you are just going to overthink at the time if you don't have that particular thing, but you start thinking in that way. So I used to think, please God, I just want this one, that I want to speak in English or something like that at the time. But there was like shadowing, but I never like, I'm not going to understand that particular one. Although there are a lot of YouTubers, there are a lot of people who have already shared that particular technique in their videos, but when it comes to implementation, that I'm not going to be. So but at that time I start doing that. It was like, okay, I want to implement that, I want to apply that particular technique, and that's why I'm just going to do that. So I start doing that because there was like the Hindu newspaper in India. It is like a popular newspaper, so it is published in English language. But there is like a lot of YouTube channel where people are just going to be make you understand what about the like the articles, editorials in the newspaper. They are just going to be tell you what this particular article is just going to talk about, what this particular editorial is just going to be talk about. So they are just going to make us understand at the time. So it was like a crystal clear, it was like a simple language, you don't have to worry. They used to use simple sentences, but I like them a lot. So I start thinking, I'm just going to practice shadowing. But it was like, I'm not going to do it because I want to become fluent, because there was not like this kind of technique. They was not a like this kind of thought into my mind at the time regarding that. But I was thinking, because I like them when they are just going to make me understand what is saying, like the editorial or the articles, what they are just talking about our country, about our economy, when it comes to political or something like that. Because there are a lot of things just going to be covering that particular newspaper. So I start doing that. So I used to enjoy that one, but right now because I have gave up, but I think I should start with that one again and again over, so that I could become my better version in this particular language. It's just going to make me feel like, okay, I'm just going to improve myself at that particular point. So right now, so what happened, like I start doing that, so it's just going to be like 30 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, or sometimes it's just going to extend to the like 50 or 60 minutes. But it wasn't easy for me, because there was like, I'm not going to, a lot of people were around me, and they used to be like, what's she doing, what's she talking about. I say like, I say, out of mind, or what she's doing. If someone is just going to talk to her or something like that, a lot of people just going to speak, a lot of people just going to ask these kind of questions. And I used to be very uncomfortable at the time. I'm not going to be tell anyone that this is called shadowing, and this is called like, if you are just going to be do that. So this is my favorite technique, like I have ever used so far. But when it comes to, if you are at the beginner level, that you can understand English, you can understand what the other person just going to talk about. But when it comes to speaking, and you are struggling with that one, you are like, no, I'm not going to speak out, I'm not comfortable with that one. I know what to say, I know what I can do, I know everything, and everything is already into my mind. But when it comes to speak out, then I'm not going to be comfortable with that one. So you start doing that, you start thinking like that. So now, let me tell you, the second technique is just going to help you if you can understand English, but when it comes to speak out, then you are not going to comfortable with that one. Then you can use the repetition, although it's not like my favorite one, because I never use that. I just start with the shadowing. It was like difficult at the essential phase, because I never heard about the repetition. And but yeah, because I have watched a lot of videos now on YouTube, then it just gave me this particular technique. And I find like, yeah, it's just going to help a lot of people. If they are just going to at the beginner level, they can use it, they can be fluent, they can speak in English, they can speak in their favorite language. If they are just going to learn some languages, new languages in their life, they can go ahead with that one. So I used to be like, okay, so if you are at the beginner level, then you can use repetition is crucial, because you are just going to pause the video, you are just going to pause the speaker, whatever they are talking about, you are just going to listen to them carefully. After that, you can pause the video, and now it's time that you are going to speak after the speaker. When it comes to shadowing, then you have to speak with the speaker. But when it comes to repetition, you don't have to speak with the speaker, you have to speak after the speaker. You can pause the video, or you can go ahead with that one. Even there are a lot of YouTube channels, you can go and you can just going to be check out different kind of videos. They are just going to be speaking very slowly or something like that, and you can easily understand them. You can easily, even you will be find sometimes you are just going to find comfortable if you are just going to repeat without pausing the video. It's just going to make you feel comfortable. If there is some video, they are just going to be like not fast English, then you can go ahead with that one. But when it comes to that, you are just going to be at the beginner level, then you must go ahead with the repetition. But when it comes to, if you are at the an intermediate level, then you have to go ahead with the shadowing technique. So you have to choose at that particular level you are right now. You must know about that one, you must know about your level, you must know what kind of things you already know in English. When it comes to speaking, when it comes to listening to or something like that, you must know everything about yourself. So just try to write everything, whatever you are thinking about yourself. Even you can ask some questions, that my English is good or not, or something like that. You can ask, okay, I can understand English, or can I speak or not, something like that. You just have to find that at particular, at which level you are at this particular moment. So it's your responsibility how you are just going to be check your level, how you are just going to be like, even you can take help of someone. It could be like your friend, it could be someone, your mentor or something like that. You can go ahead with that one, but you must know your level, and you have to be choose techniques according to your level, so that it's not going to make you uncomfortable when it comes to implementation, when it comes to you are just going to be follow the consistency, and you have to be do with the discipline, because it is like a essential thing, it is like crucial when it comes to be doing something. It's not all about how you are going to be do a lot of things, it's all about the quality, it's not all about the quantity, how many things you are going to be learning throughout the day. It's not all about that, it's all about how you are just going to maintaining the consistency and the discipline. That is the point. Bye bye.